Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Today, I feel like I said weirdo, weird. Today we are going to be watching Casper, Casper the Friendly Ghost, and I'm super excited. I think we're gonna have a little Christina Ricci uh, little moment because I do want to watch Sleepy Hollow. That's still available, or if it ever was available. I'm trying to find something that dropped on the floor, and now I can't find it because my life is like this. Oh, there we go. We're gonna be watching Casper. I'm gonna be continuing to. Oh my gosh! I just thought of something that's kind of ironic. So I'm making an amigurumi of my cat, whose name is Jean-Luc. So this is his little head. It's double-stranded cotton 8-4 from Hobie, and this Seawick um, wool, lace weight wool that I got from Hirschner's. And so it's getting like a nice little soft fuzzy halo to the yarn, very fuzzy, very my cat, because my cat is very floofy. And and what's funny is that my cat, when we adopted him, you know how all shelters will give them names to, make people, kind of inspire people to name the animals, or sometimes people will just go with the name that they had. Well, Jean-Luc, my cat, or JL, you might have heard that, or you might have heard Jelly, anything like that. Well, JL's prison name was Casper, actually, which is weird because he's not a white cat, but yes, his name was Casper. So this is actually really ironic that I'm working on his little amigurumi while I am doing this. I thought about switching over projects and working on some of the other projects that I'm thinking about. I think that this year is the year that I might commit to making a sweater. And I feel like I'm not quite sure if I am. I'm not quite sure if I am going to make a sweater out of the yarn that I was planning to make a sweater out of. So I was going to make sweaters out of the Hirschner's yarn, and it is not the softest yarn. And while I don't need to, I am not a prince. I do not need to have the softest clothes. Actually, really, all of my clothes pretty much come from Walmart, um, uh, except this one, which came from like a convention. But they're like, I don't wear super nice clothes, but I just like I said in my video, I feel like it's kind of like mid-grade Red Heart Super Saver softness, and I just don't feel like that is kind of the fantasy that I want for a sweater that is against my like bare skin a lot. So I feel like I don't know. So I know I've seen like Alt Knots has made corner to corner blanket, which is really, really gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That's what flipped the switch for me, is watching Alt Knots get that yarn and do a corner to corner blanket. I was like, I can't not get that yarn. I cannot. So I did that. So I got the yarn, and so now I have 6 skeins of the Goblin yarn and 6 skeins of Beautiful. And I think that what did I say, that they were like 8-ounce skeins? So they're larger skeins too, larger than like something like a Big Twist Value or something. So I'm not quite sure. Like, I had planned on making sweaters, and now I'm like having to backtrack and being like, nah. And then like making a blanket out of it, it's like, well, I really like soft blankets. I like cozy blankets. It's not that soft. It's really gorgeous yarn though. It's really gorgeous. Now I could do a cardigan out of it, but I have all these plans for cardigans with the Halloween yarn from Joanne, and I don't have enough of that yarn to do sweaters. Of like any of that yarn to do sweaters because I'm not a small person. Also, like I would want the uh, the sweaters to be like fairly like full coverage ish. Like would wear my binder underneath, so that wouldn't be an issue. But I wouldn't want them to be like just like a big like, mesh sheet. Um, I guess one more thing before so I'm kind of like deciding what I want to do. I have seen that there are that like it's something different is happening on Joanne app and in Joanne stores every single day. I'm seeing it all over the place. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what they're doing with the Halloween yarn. It's freaking crazy. So like one day they'll have just like pretty much unlimited stock online of one color or a couple colors, and then the next day it's gone. And then they will have some in store. Like now they have some in store in my local stores. I think they have like 4 colors of one. Hi Faith, welcome in. How are you doing? Um, and then they had like one of another color. And I was like, well, I can't really do anything with that one color. But I think I got 6 of each, which if it was the if it was the red, if it was like the normal big twist value, that would probably. I mean, I think that would be enough. Um, but because they're smaller, like all of the prints, um, which includes the Halloween selection, are smaller balls. I think they're 2.5 ounces instead of 3.5 ounces. So it's substantially less yarn. So you have to kind of take that into consideration. And I'm like, ugh, fuck. So I really wanted to do some sweaters, but why do I get the feeling that I'm just going to have about 40 cardigans by the end of the season? Ugh, I don't know. It's okay though. I like the yarn. It's very beautiful. Just kind of don't quite know what I'm doing with it. So, gotten any Halloween yarn yet? Oh, well, I did see so today I didn't see any on Joanne online, like for online ordering, but I did see that some was in local stores. But in the past 2 or 3 days, I have seen some available online. If Joanne is available to you, I know it's not available to everyone. Uh, I know Hirschner's. Let's see what Hirschner's has online right now. We're just gonna look it up because what's the point of um, trying to guess what they have available? In my memory of Hirschner's, they typically have a Halloween assortment pretty well into September, but they could be out now. I don't know. Okay, so we're looking at the Hirschner's Worsted 8 Halloween Sparkle Yarn. I'll have to wait until I move back to NC. Well, welcome you back with open arms. I'm in NC as well, but they might not. It might not be here, but who knows? So let's see what they have. Okay, so um, every single colorway. So there's 6 colorways of the Hirschner's Worsted 8 Halloween yarn sparkle. Every color is available right now. Um, and They're all really gorgeous. I talked about it in my unboxing video a little bit. It's not the softest yarn. It's not the scratchiest yarn, but it's pretty comparable to like a Red Heart Super Saver, like your average skein of Red Heart Super Saver if you haven't used it before. But maybe you think it's softer, maybe you think it's scratchier. Actually, the Goblin is out of stock. I stand corrected. I did not see that. And they don't expect it to get back in until 10/21, but those dates move all the time. They basically mean nothing as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it's very pretty yarn. I got the Goblin and the Beautiful. So these are the two that I got. So this is the Goblin, and it's sparkly. And then this is the Beautiful. And they have easy pull tabs, which is awesome. And they're 8 ounces. Let me double check before I keep on saying they're 8 ounces. Yes, they're 8 ounces each, so they're actually larger than I thought. And they've been on sale pretty consistently. But I do want to mention another yarn that I think is a great fall yarn that I don't think gets enough. Actually, I've never heard anyone else talk about it. I didn't love it the first time I used it because I had to frog it a lot, but I actually really do like it. It's very pretty, and the only thing I didn't like about it is that I ordered it from Premiere, and I hate ordering from Premiere. So this is Premiere Spun Colors, and this is what it looks like. It's pulling way more like gold, but it's super pretty. It's got greens and oranges and reds and golds. It's 419 yards, 7 ounces, 65 acrylic, 35 fine superwash merino. It's a medium 4 weight. They recommend a 5mm hook, and this is in the color Autumn. Let me double check that after all this time, Premiere still, that it is still sold by Hirschner's. Because I think buying from Premiere, like the shipping is always crazy. They never have good sales. Yeah, so right now it's on sale. So it says retail is $9.99, and then they mark it down to $8.99, and then now they've marked it down to $7.99 for this. So there's some really beautiful colorways, like honestly gorgeous. So this is the Autumn, and then they also have one that's called Harvest, but the Harvest one isn't as autumny as this one. Although the picture I would not say is the most photo accurate. It's definitely a darker color. But when I did my Swamp Witch hood, I used this, and I was just like, this is really, really gorgeous. So would recommend those. There's a Premiere Basics multi that's really pretty called Harvest or Autumn as well. Moving next week, so I might have to order. Yeah. Hirschner's the Hirschner's order once I realized how long it actually took. Because they're based in Wisconsin, I think. And it took about, I live outside of Raleigh. So it took about 4 or 5 days to get the order from me, from Hirschner's, just for your heads up. But we will welcome you back into the state. You're always allowed. And then, but a good alternative to the Hirschner's Basics yarn that's really pretty, like autumn colorway, is there's a Red Heart Super Saver in the color like fall leaves or something. It's almost, it's very close. It's very close. So Just lots of fall options. But now I'm making my little amigurumi cat. So this is the little butt, and what it will sit on. So this is gonna be the head, and then we're gonna work from the bottom up on this one. So this is really interesting because I'm using a book I checked out from the library. It's called Amigurumi Cats, Crochet Sweet Kitties the Japanese Way. And I have never done an amigurumi pattern that had like half double crochets in it. Like, it's very weird for me. That shipping time is, but oh my gosh, Joanne is so slow. Joanne is so freaking slow. It's like Joanne is probably like 3 weeks minimum. Yeah. Yeah, Hirschner's is usually really reasonable, which is why, because in the last video I posted, I said like my hidden yarn order, like whatever, and it's because like I didn't realize my Hirschner's had been delivered, but it had been like 2.5, 3 weeks, and I was like, what the fuck, where is it? It never takes this long. I've only ordered them like from them like 3, 4 times, but it's never taken that long. Really, like, I would say Joanne probably. So in the US, Joanne probably takes the longest. And I think that's because they try to source from multiple stores and instead of trying to like have a warehouse and then ship from there. I don't know why they do that, but I've ordered like 2 balls of yarn from Joanne online and it come in 2 different boxes. It made no sense. It was so weird. And it wasn't like really rare, like it was like something simple like a white acrylic yarn or something. It was something that was like, I bet all your stores have this, but it wasn't like I would have gone to the store to buy a white acrylic, just heads up. But yeah, it was very strange. Let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Okay, so we're gonna put on Casper. Yeah. Yes. Joanne is expensive shipping because of how they do things. And then they're slow and then they'll make mistakes and you have to wait a super long time. And then they give you the runaround and like, oh my gosh, it's a pain in the ass. Oh my gosh, really? That's insane. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, that is great. That's definitely the worst I've ever heard, but that's crazy. I'm sorry. Jeez. Yeah, Joanne sucks for delivery for sure, unfortunately. Now I'm going to connect my Roku, and um, I really like Hirschner's prices, and then they usually do some kind of shipping deal as well. Um, and once you get on their email list, you can get coupons and stuff like that. Although they will email you like so much, but so does Joanne's. Mm, I just like kept like forgetting what I was doing. Okay, so Casper is available on Prime Video. So if you have Prime or Prime Video, you can watch it with me. I've seen this movie about 100 bazillion times. Oh yeah, the 1 pounders. I've seen 3 or 4 colors, um, but I saw them once, and then I never saw them. I saw them maybe like a month ago, and then I've been to Dollar Tree one time since then, and they are gone. So I don't like that was weird. But I saw a white, a black, a navy, and like a forest green, and I was like, and for what was it, $5? $5 for a pound of yarn? Insane. And it's the premier just yarn. So assuming it was consistent throughout the whole ball, I mean the outside felt like the smaller balls, and I love that yarn. Back to has two Dollar Trees. Nice. Do you if this is too personal, you don't have to answer. But like East, Central, West, North Carolina. Like, do you know kind of whereabouts? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but just curious. That actually, I feel like that's too much. I feel like that's too personal. Please, please don't feel obligated to answer that. I know if someone had asked me that. Great way to rebuild your stash. Absolutely, yeah, with the Just Yarn. I know Lexington. Okay. I know, so Durham, I wonder what the distance between Lexington is. Okay, 1 second. Triad area. So I live in the Triangle, and Durham, they have the scrap exchange. There's a scrap exchange. There's two scrap exchange locations. So I don't know where the other one is. There's one in Durham and one somewhere else. But the one in Durham is a great place for building a stash, because it's thrifted yarn and you get all kinds of goodies. So if you ever make your way up that way, I would definitely. We've talked about it before. I invited you to the barbecue festival. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I have a really really bad memory, and I've got the paperwork to prove it. So what are you working on right now? Are you working on anything? Are you just trying to like focus on the moving process? I mean, 1 week I understand you're probably just focusing on the moving process. But just curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm making a blanket. I'm trying to use up the yarn I brought from NC with me before I move back. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Nice. How far along in your blanket are you? Honestly, like, I'm so envious of people who make blankets. It's just not for me. Sorry, I have my yarn gets away in the way of me. I'm about seven skeins in, two left in this color, then one other. Okay, so you're making some good progress. Wow, you are doing it to it. One, two, six, okay, 17, 9, 40. Oh, when my count signed up. It's the best. There's some very interesting uh, things happening in this chart that I'm not quite confused about. Queen size. Oh, nice. Been working on it for about a month. It was a birthday present for my friend. Uh, now it'll double as her having something from me. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hi, I'm Casper. Yeah, I don't really know because like they have me switching back and forth between half double crochets and single crochets in this amigurumi. It's very different. One, two, I love the beginning of this video when they're trying to like get people to like exercise the house. I can't read patterns. Well, this one's definitely different for me, and I've been trying to learn how to read patterns better and better. So it's just a lot of um, it's just a lot of practice. I'm just trying to like be as multifaceted, versatile as I can be, even though it's definitely challenging. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Wool is so weird. I've never really used it at all. And this mohair is definitely a whole new animal from anything I've ever used before. It's lace weight mohair, and I am double stranding it with a one weight cotton. So this is definitely outside my comfort zone. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. It looks like we go all the way around. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we're gonna go all the way around with single crochets until we get 8 from. Yeah. Sometimes my brain is like, nope, I'm not gonna do that, and I understand. That's why I like that we have between YouTube and books and like all these different resources and ways that we can learn, we can really focus on learning to crochet and knit in ways that best suit our needs, or our like learning techniques, so that we can actually, all be able to do the same thing in theory. Um, Everyone's different in skill level and whatnot, but we can all try, um, even even if it's a written pattern, or if it's um, I'm sorry, I kind of lost what I was saying, but you know what I mean. Like, it's good to have different ways available to learn. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I have the proper number of stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I keep blaming myself saying I'm going to go, uh, going to do one of those blankets that has the words. Then I open the pattern and I start to sweat. Yeah, well, really, I mean, I found that, like, are you talking like the bobble letters or like that kind of thing, or oh yeah, knitting a pair of socks. See, socks, just I could never, no, not I stopped pretending to myself a long time ago about that. Gloves, nope, not for me. I I can't. I don't like blankets. I don't like scarves. Scarves are too long. Like, granted, like if you looked at like the if you I mean, it would basically be a baby blanket, right? And I can make a baby blanket just fine. But scarves just go so long, forever and ever, to be the right length. I hate making scarves. We all have things we like to make. We all have things that we don't like to make, and that's what makes the crochet world grow go round. Is that, we don't all have to make everything. So, okay, so we did our first round, and the subsequent rounds are going to be all the same. Well, for a little while, 6 through 12. I say I'm not doing that again. Here I am. Yep, been there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Eight. Okay, and then we're gonna just go around and do our simple pushes. It feels. Oh, I wonder if it's going to. Okay, so it's going to elongate the stitches. So it's going to push it back, right? Because this is going to go straight up, but this is going to go out. But now my brain's like not working. I try to think about it. I'm like, nah. The path of the chocolate. I have no idea. I think I am, but I don't. I might. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't pay attention to stuff. Also, I don't really go outside. It's like, well, I'll just be inside. I guess I should check. Let's see. So I don't even know. Like, what do I search to see if I'm in the? This is being alone. Okay, so it looks like I am not in the path of the uh, tropical storm. Yeah, I likely won't be in that. But thank you for asking. Um, I don't know enough about Lexington, where it is to know if you'll be in it. Are you in it? I'm still in Missouri right now. I think we're on the edge of if it turns the way it's supposed to. Okay. So will you be like moving in it? Ugh, I'm exhausted from looking at that tiny ass yarn. I need to think of something to do with that yarn. I just don't know what I want to do. Maybe I have some patterns on my phone that will inspire me. Mm, okay. Geography is never my strong suit. Ever. No matter how long I've been somewhere. And I'm leaving next week. Okay, well, hopefully there's just no things that you have to worry about with that. It's just easy. As easy as a move can be, because moves are never easy. Oh my gosh, they're so annoying. Oh yeah, please do. Yeah, I made the Facebook Army of Weirdos. That's actually a word pillow that I use baubles for. Um, and it was surprisingly easy, but I did make mistakes doing it, and I mean, I made it a while ago and probably would need to remake it, but the hook size was way too big for the yarn. Just trying to find a pattern for what I can use. Well, I have this modern witch hat, which would be cool to use part of. I don't even think it would take a full like scheme. Yeah, but I know the picture's not that big, but yeah, the witch hat would be cool. I could use some of the. What would I use? I don't know. I just don't know what I want to make. Swearing. Oh, the pillow in Army of Weirdos says fuck. So yes, please, please. The pattern is called this fucking pillow. I'm going through literally all the patterns that I've saved up over time and trying to see if um, see if Hirschner's has any free patterns that call to me. I know the corner to corner is a really popular one, and it does look amazing with those Halloween yarns. Post it. Okay. Let's see what you got. Oh, the cuddle fox pops. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. That is amazing. I feel like, is this mosaic? Or do you just carry the color and do like a bobble when you want that? Because I want this so bad. But if it's mosaic, I I don't think you can do a mosaic blanket. That would take so. There's only one blanket in the world that I know of that I would do that for, and it's an alien blanket on Etsy. I think I posted it before. I'll post it again if you want. That blanket is awesome. Are you using those colors? Are you using different colors? Oh my gosh. Literally, that is the coolest blanket I think you've ever seen. I want myself one. So yeah. When I post it in the comments, it's a pattern I bought, but with different colors. Shut your hormone. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. So is that color work? It looks like color work. Wow. Oh my gosh. You are a wizard for doing this. A wizard and a very patient person. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see this completed. And I might have to do this because this is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Although I know I would start something like this and never finish it. The fuck blanket, maybe. Um, but like the shut your whore mouth one, oh my gosh. Looking at three patterns. I feel like nobody wears cows anymore. Right? But if I make it, if I want to make it, it, if the pattern ever stops giving me anxiety, yes. I think I'll read the pattern. I'll just tell you what to do. You do it, and then we'll repeat. Okay. And between our powers combined, we can do it. Alone, we can't. Okay, so they did do these trick or treat bags, which are decent, but they're not. Mm, that's one. I mean, they're cute for sure. Is it giving me all the excitement and thrill? But could I do a tote in any stitch I want? Yeah, I could line it. So that's a good option. I'm gonna screenshot that. That's a confused stitch blanket. What did I see the other day? Oh, it was the the what is it called? So it's on the ball band for the puzzle yarn, which is on the Premiere website. I think it's called the Serenity blanket or something like that. zesty rib vest. Mirror has a lot of patterns. There's so many options. Oh, fellow Halloween fan, I have to brag. I found a Nightmare Before Christmas in fluffy girl size for $1. I'm psyched to wear. Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Nice. That's always like a victory when you find it, it fits, and you're like, yeah. Dots and dashes. What's this? It's just Gritty Stitch. The linen stitch. That looks very soft. It's like a chenille yarn. Oh, hey, Lulu. Welcome in. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my yarn and I'm tired of looking at this amigurumi because I'm using like one weight yarn double stranded with a lace weight yarn, and it's just too tiny for me to look at right now. How you doing, Lulu? So I'm on the Premiere website, just like looking through patterns, trying to see if there's any. I think there was one blanket that I was looking at for because it was on the. Uh, I was looking at it because it was on the ball band of the puzzle yarn that I got, and it looked very pretty. I don't really want to make a blanket, but I don't really know what else to make because it's too scratchy to make. It's kind of too scratchy to make. Um, Ooh, a maxi pocket cardigan. It's like a duster cardigan. I could get behind this. I mean, the yarn's not the softest, but if I wore it nice and big like this, I mean, thing is, like, so this is the. Can you see it? Sometimes turning the brightness down helps. So, but the thing is, I'm kind of like a bigger dude, and I'm short, so I'm afraid that something like this is just gonna look really fucking huge on me, like a big bathrobe. But I feel like it could look cool. It's the griddle stitch. Okay, so puzzle shimmer, and I guess that's small, medium, large, extra large. Oh. Okay, so that needs so much yarn. If it's huge on you, I'm a giant. Well, also, like, so I'm bigger, but I also have a really large chest, which I'm hopefully not gonna have forever. But things just if it things just have to fit right here, and sometimes that's annoying. But it doesn't have to go all the way down for me to make it work. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna have enough yarn because the yarn they use is a 5 yard. Mm-hmm. So it needs 7 balls if I, even if I increase my hook size, and I have 6, of course. So, but maybe I can find a bag a day pattern that can accommodate that. Feel it chugging, busty too. Yeah, it's just, oh, it's fucking annoying. I feel like I should take my dog out before this. He's sleeping right now, so I'm not going to wake him up too. But no, damn it. I love this. It's such a cute movie, Casper. I just like need enough yarn. I know, Lulu, but I will let Faith answer you. So you can have a little dialogue as well. Why am I just not feeling the inspo? I could just do corner to corner. It's so pretty. I know it's so pretty. Why am I not in time? Does it not suck when you like have some yarn? Because like I thought that I would have like I have enough yarn for sweaters, but they're just the yarn's just not really the softness that I would hope to make a sweater with. Yeah, this is a very nice little cardigan. Of course, it's puzzle, but it's puzzle cotton, which puzzle cotton might be thinner. But I've never seen puzzle cotton. Actually, I've seen puzzle cotton. Haven't I? Are you a 5-weight puzzle cotton? Okay, so it's a 4-weight. So that's good. So same weight. And it is 349 yards. So I could do that. I could do this cardigan. Okay. Yes. Because, like, I feel like I could do it for a cardigan because it would be over something. Faith is working on a blanket right now. If you want to see, if you want to see the blanket that Faith is working on, Faith actually posted it in the Army of Weirdos uh, Facebook group. Guess words. Can I keep you? Oh my gosh, that I remember watching this. Oh, he was like, "Can I keep you?" Oh my gosh, set my little young heart ablaze. Crochet hooded pullover. No, that's horrible. what about the just chenille cone for the sweater? That's plenty soft and a lot of yardage. I feel like I do have quite a bit of just chenille in like a bunch of different colors, but I just I feel like I do have some shedding issues with the just chenille, um, and also a chenille sweater isn't exactly. I just got a lot of Halloween yarn, and I'm trying to use that because I spent all my money on that. So now I'm like, I gotta use what I have. So that's part of the reason why I'm like, why can't I get inspired to make something with what I have? But I like that idea though, for sure. I also found this throw, which would be good for the vamp yarn that I have, the Halloween vamp yarn. Hopefully the yarn for my blanket is still there. I had to get rid of most of my yarn when I moved. Oh, that's just tough. This is a really pretty blanket. This is the Kaylani throw from Premier. It's a free pattern. It looks like filet crochet, and it has like 3x3 squares of like filled and then not filled, so it kind of has that like plaid look. Um, I think really pretty as like a pullover or like a cardigan too. Hmm. There's an idea, but also as a throw, like that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, right? It looks so gorgeous. I love this movie so much. Happy hour, happy hour, happy hour. See, like a throw wouldn't bother me like the most. It would still be like big for me, but at least I could use the yarn like I wanted to. There's so much stuff that they've made, and I'm just like, who wears this? I guess people do wear a lot of this stuff, but I just don't. It's not my style. So I'm gonna make sure I put those patterns in my pattern little locker. storage, download, patterns, move here. Okay. And then I have like a bunch of like blog posts saved, which that have like free patterns and stuff. Oh, thank you so much, Lulu. And yeah, I do have a premiere video tomorrow, premiering at I think 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's a short video. You don't have to watch it when it comes out and do the premiere thing where I'm on there with you. Oh, really? That's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's really sweet. You paying it forward, Lulu. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Crystal is amazing. I actually just finished a modification of a Bag-A-Day cardigan, and it's my first non-hexagon cardigan. And so let me show you. So the sleeves are my fault. So oh hey leather. So the sleeves are my fault. So don't blame Crystal. But this is what it looks like. So this is the what is the colorway? The Jack Lantern Joanne colorway. Now this is the new one from this year. The one from last year was a little bit more muted. The dialogues don't match at all. But yeah, it's got. I put ribbed cuffs on it. I did the sleeves myself. I had just my measurements for the arms were just way off. So she did like 7 inches for hers, and I did 10 inches for mine. So and I did decreases for mine, but I did mine too fast and kind of got this like kind of teacher arm, like decrease thing going on. Thank you very much. And I also really wanted to do color blocking on it. And I I don't know if it turned out exactly the way I wanted, but I have the same number of balls of yarn, so I could try something different too. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, Lulu. Wings, yeah. Didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. So, but yeah, it's turned out. And actually, like the more I look at it, the like less I hate it. So, I feel like, especially because the colors were so bright, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of an eyesore with all these color changes. And then once I put like the black and the gray, I felt like it really neutralized the whole thing. Yeah, it's a very comfy fit. The only thing is when I made the cuffs, I didn't really consider the fact that I constantly push my sleeves up. It's kind of like a little, it's not a compulsion, but it's like I just do it because I like having, I just do that a lot, I guess. And I can't push my forearms are too big to push my uh, to push the cuffs all the way up to my my elbows. So yeah, that's the only thing I probably would change at this point. I love this movie. It's so cute. Although it does make me yeah, that the border is was a Bag-A-Day suggestion and how she did it. the coloring was mine, but I wanted to add some like black, but I also wanted to lighten it up a little bit with the gray. So I'm glad that the neutrals turned out the way that I wanted to. Oh my gosh, we have 5 people in the house. This is like, this is 5 more than we've been having. They might. Let me see, what stitch should I end up doing? Because I think I toyed around with it so much and I frogged so much. I mean, acrylic will stretch over time, right? So it will loosen up over time, but it's not a particularly stretchy stitch. It's either a single crochet or a slip stitch. I can't quite remember. My brain doesn't quite work right now. I think it's a single crochet. Yeah. Mainstays anti-pilling is soft and budget friendly. Yes, absolutely. I haven't used the Mainstays anti-pilling, but every time I go into Walmart, I always touch it and I'm like, yes. I love anti-pilling yarn. I have a whole section of it. Big Twist anti-pilling has been doing it a lot for me lately, especially with their Pride colors selection. I'm going to do a cardigan similar to how I did. That makes sense. Yeah, you have to use heat. I also have a fabric steamer, so I could use that. Um, I got that for my wig, but that's a good idea. Yeah. Night Lulu, thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I really like I like the intention behind the colors that they and thought that they put in the Big Twist living yarn. And so when I originally made my hexagon cardigan with the rainbow, I did stripes of rainbow instead of using any particular rainbow yarn, and then I did a mix of. I used the ice cream yarn uh, from Lion Brand, and I used the color Cake Batter because it's perfect trans colors. And this is before, I think, right before they came out with the colors for Big Twist Living. And yeah, I would be I think uh, with acrylic, I know when you block it, you want to make sure that it does have that it's wet and hot, not generally just hot. So I'd be a little nervous to just use the uh, to just use the uh, flattened it out like crazy. Oh, very nice. Yeah, but that's interesting that it turned out that way. Very cool. Very cool. I know when they talk about blocking, they they talk about doing steam blocking because if you use just heat, and usually it's with higher heat, right? Like a typical hair dryer doesn't get that hot, um, but you can melt the fibers of the acrylic. Um, in this cardigan, I'm going to do half of the Trans Pride from the Big Twist line, half of the Rainbow from the Big Twist line. I'm going to do cuffs, which I did not do last time. I just had it be super oversized. And I'm also going to do the neck thing. I might alternate because I think it might be a cool look. Yeah, but it can melt and burn. So I think that's why people use wet to kind of keep it. The steam kind of gives you an indication of how hot it is. Um, so that's why people steam block acrylic typically. But if I mean if it was successful from her for her, I'm not saying that it wasn't. You know. Um, I've only blocked like one thing, so don't worry, Faith. Don't worry about it. Hi, sweet Anne. Welcome in. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Lulu was very kind and shared me out, which I really appreciate. Yeah, welcome in. Heads up, I am a potty mouth, but yeah, I crochet. I've just been looking at projects that I want to do with the Halloween yarn that I got, um, and I'm watching. I'm watching Casper the Friendly Ghost. What I've been doing for 100 Nights of Halloween is I've been watching scary movies. Not even necessarily scary movies. I mean, Casper is not a scary movie. But I have been watching Halloween movies that kind of get me going to that place of like something inspired. Like we started with Hocus Pocus. We've watched some more like horror movies. We've watched more suspense, and then we've watched uh, now we're watching Casper. Like we watch a little bit of everything. You can see in the description how many movies we have left. And you know, who knows? I might change it up a little bit for the last 31 days. But yeah, so it's super exciting. Um, we have a great group here. People who like to hang out and chit chat. What I'm working on right now is a little cat amigurumi that is supposed to look like my cat. So this is going to be the little head, and I'm double stranding one weight cotton and a lace weight mohair. So this is the mohair. It's very fuzzy. But I have some Halloween yarn. Like this is the goblin yarn. This is from Hirschner's. And I've been trying to decide what exactly that I want to make with it because it's not quite as soft as I thought it would be. Yes, Hocus Pocus is the very first movie I watched because I love Hocus Pocus. I cannot go out without watching it. I have not since I've been, well, I think it came out when I was 2 or something. So every Halloween that I've had a choice in the matter, I have watched it. It's so good, iconic, everything about it. I just love it. But yes, I have this yarn. I have 6 skeins of this yarn. And while I wanted to make a sweater out of it, I'm not quite sure. But I have some cardigan patterns and some uh, some throw patterns that might be good to use this. I saw another YouTuber, Alt Knots, who does a lot of kind of you know more alternative uh, crochet. Um, do a corner to corner blanket with this, and it just looks incredible. It's so good. It's so good. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of yeah. The goblin color is amazing. I mean, my hair's green and black. I love the color green. It's my favorite color. I love my second favorite color is black. So well, it's aging me too. We're all aging at the same rate. My dog's tail is more than a pattern. So 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go back to the I officially found gray hairs, but I'm blaming the 36-hour Greyhound bus ride, not my age. I mean, honestly, a 36-hour anything will give you gray hairs. I think that's fair. But honestly, like if I didn't dye my hair, like I know when I let my hair grow out, I already have grays. Like some, like not a lot, but I have some grays. Just aging, it's beautiful. I don't think you're in the room, Leather, but I was saying that I hate making scarves. We're talking about things we like and don't like making, and like scarves, even though they're ultimately the same number of stitches as like a baby blanket, which is usually about the biggest project I'll do. Although trying to get into like bigger projects, um, uh, but I don't like scarves. I don't like make. I like wearing scarves, but I don't like making them. They just go on forever and ever and ever, and I'm like, why are they so long? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You probably need to go potty. I'll take you out in a second. I'll make the scarf for you, and I'll help you with reading the pattern for the blanket. I went into town again yesterday, and I managed to pick up 2 more 10-ounce balls of ice cream, so now I can actually finish the entire shop. Oh, that's so awesome! What? Oh yeah, because you're using the blueberry ice cream. I was like, I was trying to like mind's eye. Nice. That's awesome. Deal. Hold you to it. Two, three, four, five. Ice cream yarn is so. Uh, you know that freaking new modern things. It's just the blueberry. Mm-hmm. My dog's so good behaved, except when he's not, but much more so than the rest. Much more so than his brother. His brother is a little stinky poo. Um, I kind of made this connection as I was putting on this movie. So I'm making this amigurumi cat that is actually of my cat, and it was really difficult to pick yarn colors. I still don't think I got it quite right, but I think it's as close as I can do. Um, but I'm making it of my cat, right? This is going to be my cat, and which he's asleep under the bed. And when we got him, and I swear I started the movie before this and all that. But when we got him from, we like to say his prison name. But when we got him from, uh, we adopted him from the SPCA. His prison name was Casper. He's not a white cat, so it was really a strange name. But they just kind of randomly assign names. But his name was Casper. We did not stick with that. We went with Jean Luc because we're big Star Trek fans. But um, uh, yeah, so it was pretty cool that it turned out. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely not nearly as scratchy. I do find that I don't know. I don't know if it was just the ice cream that I got. I felt like um, maybe it's because I used it in a cardigan instead of a shawl, but I just felt like it was a little bit more like prone to pilling. But I don't know if that was just me or what. Um, but it's definitely nice yarn, and the colors are just so beautiful. So the next row, I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna do a lighter row because my cat has like color banding. He's also got like a little white tummy, but I just don't know if I can handle all that. I Yeah, working with like this fine yarn with like a lace weight mohair that's fuzzy. I'm just like, this is so weird. Even double stranded with the cotton, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so strange. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. It's pilling more and more as I go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was like at first I started working, I was like, oh, it's so soft, it's so soft. And then the more I worked with it, I was like, feeling so much. Oh my gosh. One year I'm gonna learn to do granny squares. Yeah, I that's one of my things. I'm like granny squares, no. But some people granny squares is like bread and butter. They love it. Good for them. Not good. I mean, more for them, less for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as if you can frog it at the beginning before it gets all like, and you're doing so many stitches per row leather, like it's insane. I can't imagine having to frog anything. I remember when I was younger having the biggest crush on like real life Casper. Okay, so I'm gonna switch yarns. This is gonna be annoying, but at least I'll have like 2,000 stitches per row. I didn't start out with granny squares. I didn't learn them till much later. Some people start with granny squares, and some people that's much later. It like I started doing like single crochets and stuff like that, and like Casper. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, so the mohair actually hasn't been difficult to frog because I'm double stranding it. So it's mostly relying on the cotton, so the mohair isn't really sticking to itself thus far. I've had to frog a little bit, but I haven't had to frog more than like 2 rows or so. You learned Tunisian first. Wow. I forget, did you knit first and then you did Tunisian? Excuse me. Hi, Lydia. Okay, and then I'm going to switch back to the single crochet. I feel like this is too light, but I don't really have any. I don't really. Cause I got this because I have a couple of these colors because I wanted different skin tones for my packers, but well, actually, this is one way. But I got this color because for jail. But I have some more oranges, so I could put some oranges in here. I don't know if it, is this too light for the tummy or for the stripes. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't love this lighter color. It was good for the face, but it's just, and it would be good for the belly if I had any kind of tolerance for that, but I don't. I have a couple orange shades, so I'm gonna see if any of those work. Tell yourself crochet, knitting, and knitting. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, and I learned crochet, then taught myself how to knit. Thus, knitting totally wrong. I wasn't clicking in my mind how to crochet as a lefty. YouTube taught me. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the movie is over. I'm gonna have to leave you all. I don't have my time for my critical review, although I don't know why you would need it at this point because it's Casper. I think you all know. I'm going to be posting a video tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a premiere if you want to check that out and watch it with me as it comes out. I just want to get some opinions of what you all think. Um, yeah, there are a lot of tutorials for sure. Um, and yeah, there's so many different ways to learn, and different tutorials. I mean, you can have 100 people teach you the same stitch, but maybe just one clicks, and the rest of them you're like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Um, But I have to take my dog out because I forgot to do that before I started this movie. Luckily, he was asleep the whole time, most of the time. But I don't want to keep him waiting. So thank you all for hanging out, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the premiere at 1 p.m. And then uh, yeah, I'll be back for 100 Nights of Halloween. I'll talk to you later. Bye.